CWJG Crafts, and today we are etching mugs with stencils. We have our beer mug ready and clean to go, a painter's brush, I have our stencil, and I did go ahead and create this, and I will link my shop for this exact stencil, painter's tape, and the Armor etching cream. The etching cream you can purchase on Amazon. You can go to a local craft store to also purchase. I do want to say that I do not use the painter's tape in this video, but it is something that you can use on your own. I'm going to take my stencil and we're going to go ahead and get this centered. I will use the line that the mug has to help guide me. I'm not going to put this right in the center. I put it on the right side of the mug because most people are right-handed. I will use the bottom of the mug to help guide me. That is the center of the mug for the right side. I do use the top to help guide me, and I make sure that I don't completely put this down. I usually layer it from the top and then start sliding it down. I'm going to take all the air bubbles out. I want to make sure that there are none, because when we put that etching cream, if it does touch the outside of the blue stencil or it leaks through, it will stain it and we will not be able to remove that any longer. What I will do now is I will remove the clear transfer tape and then make sure there's still no air bubbles. I will save my transfer tape for other stencils that I use. Like I said, if you buy that on my shop, you will just have the transfer tape already on there ready to go. I'll get any last minute bubbles out. Now we are taking our etching cream and we're going to go ahead and add that to our stencil. Make sure that you do not get any of the cream on the outside of the stencil. This is why I said that some people use painter's tape, because they are worried that they will get some on the outside. If you do, the one thing I would do is wipe that off right away, but this is very fast in reacting that it could have already stained the glass at that point. Just make sure that you do an even coat over this, and that I would go ahead and just do the same strokes, minor up and down on this. After this has sat for 5 to 10 minutes or longer, I just run it under cold water and remove any of the cream. At that point, I do go ahead and just remove my stencil. It can be kind of tricky. Don't be too worried about it looking faded. The etching cream seems to show better once the cup has completely dried. As you remove the stencil, you will notice if there were any air bubbles. Once the cup is completely dry, you can see any imperfections. The great thing about the etching cream is that it is permanent. Once it is on there, there is no way of removing it. This would be now dishwasher safe. You are able to use etching cream on other glass. Once this is dry, you should be able to see the image better. I will put the brown paper underneath so you guys can kind of see the image. I can definitely see it very well on my side. It's harder to see this on the video, but now this is scratch resistant. It is dishwasher safe. You can try to scratch the image as much as possible. It won't come off. And here are 2 other cups that I had finished. And there you have it. Now you have your own etched cups. As always, thanks for watching our videos.